SciCuriousID presents. In many parts of the world, being late is a social sin. But in Indonesia, it's practically a lifestyle. Jam Karet, literally, rubber time, describes the national art of flexible punctuality. Meetings start late, weddings start later, and 5 minutes more could mean an entire episode of a K-drama. But here's the question: is Noret, being habitually late, a uniquely Indonesian trait? Or is there deeper psychology and history behind why time feels stretchier in some cultures than others?
Behind every question lies discovery. I'm Seluna, and this is SciCurious, where we uncover the science shaping our world.
To understand Jam Karet, we have to look at Indonesia's social DNA. The phrase itself likely emerged in colonial times, when rigid European schedules clashed with the local, agrarian rhythm of life. In traditional Indonesian villages, time wasn't measured by clocks, but by nature: sunrise for work, dusk for rest, rain for patience. The result? A culture that valued harmony over precision. You didn't rush a guest or hurry a ceremony. You waited until everyone was ready, physically and emotionally. Over time, this became an unspoken rule: people matter more than minutes. So when someone says, "I'm on the way," they're not lying. They're just spiritually preparing to leave. But let's add science into the mix. Anthropologists divide time perception into two main categories: monochronic and polychronic. Monochronic cultures, like Germany, Japan, and the US, see time as linear and rigid. Tasks are done one at a time, and lateness equals disrespect. Polychronic cultures, like Indonesia, the Philippines, and much of Latin America, treat time as fluid. Multiple things can happen at once. Relationships outweigh schedules. Time bends to fit people, not the other way around. Psychologists also point to something called temporal elasticity, how the brain experiences time differently depending on environment and emotion. In hot climates, people tend to move slower and perceive shorter intervals. In collectivist societies, synchronization happens socially, not by the clock. And here's a twist: studies show that flexible time cultures often score higher on social satisfaction and emotional resilience. So maybe Jam Karet isn't laziness, it's humanity in slow motion. Before you blame Indonesia entirely, let's be fair: Noret has cousins everywhere. In Spain, it's mañana culture, everything happens tomorrow. In the Caribbean, it's island time. In Africa, it's called African time, and in the Middle East, inshallah time, when events unfold only if fate allows. Even the famously punctual Japanese admit there's ďịaCầuKỳLạ, hidden time, where flexibility quietly exists beneath formality. And here's a fun fact: anthropologists once measured average meeting delays across cultures. Germany's average: 3 minutes. Indonesia's: 22. But Brazil's record-breaking champion: 35 minutes. Congratulations, Jakarta, you're not alone. Across Indonesia, from Sumatra to Sulawesi, Jam Karet isn't just about lateness, it's a philosophy of patience. It says, relax, life unfolds in its own rhythm. But as the country modernizes, digital time meets human time. Office meetings demand precision, but culture resists the rush. The challenge now is finding balance between efficiency and empathy. After all, a society that never hurries might just understand peace better than those who always run. So, is Noret bad? Not always. In Indonesia, time stretches not from laziness, but from warmth. Because when schedules bend for connection, maybe we're reminded that the most valuable moments aren't measured in minutes, but meaning. Curious for more? Subscribe and stay curious with SciCuriousID.
There's always more to discover. I'm Selu, and this has been SciCurious. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next wonder.